Well, Robbo, full-blooded, entertaining sort of batch of League One football, really. Especially that second half, it was fantastic to watch. What's your initial thoughts on that?
Obviously, there's some frustration there. I try not to get frustrated because it's not a good emotion to have. But yeah, I can't help but feel a little bit frustrated. There's certain things I'm not sure how to deal with at the moment in terms of, how can I put it? You know, we're a team, as you will know, who's great on transition and breaking out. And when you're continually getting dragged or pulled in key positions, you lose your advantage. No matter what anyone says, you've lost your advantage. They talk to the player. If you're lucky, they get a booking. Then they're back in shape. So the advantage is gone. So you're constantly losing your advantage. So it just doesn't weigh up. It doesn't weigh up, and there's nothing I can do about it. But it's those key moments in football where you think, well, how many times were we away today? 5 again. And I'm not saying this to make excuses. It's just I'm trying to get my head around it, how I can sort of stay positive with it, because I thought our shape was excellent off the ball, and that's what we do. We break quickly out of shape, and you look at it and you go, well, how am I going to deal with this? Because we're certainly not gaining an advantage in that sense. On the other side, there was things we still could have done better. There was a lot of things I was pleased with, but I felt when we won the ball, a few times we turned it over too early. Sorry, in key areas, our weight of pass was a little bit off in other areas, and sometimes that can happen. When you haven't had the win, you look and go, just little things that possibly earlier in the season would have just happened, that little bit of quality. But then there were some great moments as well, so that's what I've got to focus on. I've got to focus on those areas when we've won the ball and we've done it really well, and we've just, rather than looking at what they've done to stop us getting the flow, what we can do better so that we can really hit these teams and put games to bed.
I think it's really important to mention Paul Osu, because I think he was fantastic today. Obviously not a natural right back as we know, but he's adapted to that position well, come into the team, fantastic going forward, even better defensively. I thought that was the main sort of element of his performance, and then obviously for him to get taken out and sort of clattered into the technical area, sort of typified what the second half was like, really.
Yeah, and they're the things that I'm proud of. It wasn't that long ago I was getting told, oh, he didn't turn out to be the player we thought he was going to be, and now you're saying that to me. So these are the things that we're proud of, and these will be the things that when we get safe, everyone will look at and go, well, we've got another 21-year-old of real quality, and he was excellent. So really pleased with him.
And then obviously went ahead with the penalty. Finally got one, I guess, if you like.
One.
Yeah, I think people are going to look at it and say, Macca's been sent off, but I would say he was again brilliant as well. Yeah. And in that deeper position, you must have been really pleased with the impact he made.
I was really pleased, and you look at that and you think, does that stem from a little bit of frustration? The ref's got no choice to book him for that. Of course he's not, but then I look at the earlier booking and, I know he's kicked the ball out of play, but I'm sure he's literally kicked it half a second later after the whistle, and it's like, well, it's like you're trying to take any emotion out of the game. Like, so he's booked for that. He booked another one when I think Paul toe poked it, like literally 10 yards, hit the linesman, come back into play anyway. So, but no, Macca was excellent in that role. We changed it slightly, our shape, to try and get certain players on the pitch and have a real threat. And on the whole, I was really pleased with it, and the fullbacks were really key in that as well, because Brownie was excellent as well, and whatever we play, the fullbacks will be really key in that shape. But I don't think we had a bad player on the pitch, Chris. It was just a little bit of decision making here and there, and a little bit of quality here and there.
Yeah, and you look at the Sunderland goal. Not a lot that Tans could do. Obviously, our wall covers that side. Yeah. It's just gone pretty much top corner.
And that's when I say decision making. So obviously we want to play football, but we've won the ball deep in our half, and then we've tried to play out when we shouldn't. And it's just recognising then that, lads, that's the time you just clear your lines, get your line up. And that doesn't happen. So, and the boys knew that. It's at half time, the players said, sorry, Rob, I should have just put my foot through it. And again, they've got the free kick, and there's not a lot you can do once they get the free kick, but that's they've had one shot on target. That is their one attempt on target. We've limited them to very little.
And then overall, I guess, looking at it, that's exactly what you wanted to see after the second half on Tuesday. We had these conversations, whether it be in the dressing room, on the training ground, and now they've come out 90 minutes, the fans have obviously clapped them off, because I don't think there would have been any fans leaving here thinking that we didn't give our all.
No, and you know, and we're desperate for the 3 points to drop, but fundamentally it's why, you know, I go on about focusing on performance. If you don't focus on the performance, the 3 points won't come. So, and I find it's so refreshing that the fans are recognising that the performance is high, and I know the 3 points are going to come. I know they will, but we can't get anxious about it. That if we keep the performance levels really high, carry a threat, which we've done today, like we've had double their attempts and triple on target, and I know there's got to be more, and if we'd made better decisions in the final third and in some of our build up, there'd be even more, and we have to keep working and focus on that, because you know as well as I, once the win comes, we're more than capable of going 3-4 wins, and then, as I said, you know, then you're looking at your Paul Sues, your Anthony Hartigans and all these list of players, and getting excited about the future, and that's what's going to happen.